Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy Bros here with the third episode of the competitive tips and tricks for blueberries and solo players in competitive of Destiny 2. Now, before you go any further in this video, if you have not seen the first and the second episode, go watch those first because those will be a lot of help before you get into this. Now, this episode here is about supers, guys. And the reason I'm making a video strictly about supers is because supers win games. If you've ever watched a stream of mine or watched other videos of mine, I've said it before many times. Supers win games. So the first thing I want to talk about is super mods. You can put 5 on and have supers so many times. Now, I don't run 5 super mods. I think it's cheesy. But first thing I want to say to get that out there is 5 super mods. You'll have super a whole bunch. So now that we got that out the way, the main reason I'm making this video is because I play a lot of solo comp and I've seen some of the worst supers that I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen some of the most boneheaded L1 R1 panics that I've ever seen. So without further ado, I want you guys to watch this sequence of events. What is he doing? oh, 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 you got me farmed! No! What is the? What am I? What am I a part of right now? What is this? I just, huh? Ain't no. Oh, bro, dude wasted his blade barrage on me. Then my dude wasted his gold. Jumps in him. I don't know what. I don't know if he thought he had like a noble warp Goldie or. So, as a viewer watching this video, I'm pretty sure that the clip speaks for itself. It's actually quite funny how bad the supers were. But some people watching this video may have laughed and may not think that they would make that same play in that same situation. But I've seen a lot of confident people make terrible decisions, and some people think that they're better than they actually are, or whatever the case may be. But in this video, I'm going to go into detail on how to think when you use your super, how to use your super, when to use your super, etc. Because that was just the worst display of supers probably that I have ever seen. It was like a back to back to back thing, and I didn't agree with any of the supers, honestly. So I'm going to put this clip in slow motion and talk about it as the clip goes down. So getting into the clip, I start out by getting solo barrage. Now the reason this is a bad super is because his teammate planted on the other side of the map, and instead of solo barraging me on this side of the map, he should have rotated to the other side. They would have for sure won the round and saved that barrage. Here, the second super, the worst super that I've ever seen, is a golden gun being popped and jumping into a crowd of people. Now I don't know if he thought he had Blade Barrage on, which is extremely possible, maybe, but just for the argument's sake, I want to say know your supers, guys. One of the biggest tips I can tell you is know your super. If you have a Blade Barrage, know how to use it. If you have a Sentinel, know how to use it going block. And if you have a Dawn Blade, dash in. You know what I mean? Just know your super. If you have a Golden Gun, you don't want to jump into a group of people and then pop it. You want to pop it first and then jump into the people. So know your supers, guys. Know where they're what their strengths and weaknesses are, or else you will jump into a group of people like my teammate there did and die immediately. Also, right after the golden gun got popped, we had the Sentinel pop his super out of pure panic, which is also another thing that you do not want to ever do. You do not want to panic super, guys. That is one of the worst things that you can possibly do. When you pop a super out of panic, it is not thought through, and 9 times out of 10, it is not to the benefit of your team. This definitely was not. They had already used a Blade Barrage, they had already killed the Golden Gun, but he panicked when he saw the Golden Gun and ended up wasting his super entirely. So these guys ended up using way too many supers in this round to come back from a 5-1 deficit. You have to be smart, chain orbs, uh, and use only one super a round to make a comeback. Because as soon as you use two in one round, you are probably going to lose that game. Now that brings me to my next point, which is roaming supers specifically. When you have a roaming super, there is a timer on it. Now I see this all the time in comp. People don't know when to stop and when to back up and when to play their life. Your super does not last forever. And this guy here didn't seem to understand that. And I see this so much from so many different people. As you'll see, it's not a bad super by any means. He actually gets one and he gets to a revive. That's where he should have stopped, put up a shield, and played for revive. But instead, he did what I see so many people do, and that is when you have like 10% of your super left, you only have one attack left, they go for the kill instead of playing their life. Sometimes at the end of your super, when there's only one attack left in it, you need to use that swipe or that shoulder charge or that whatever slash dash, whatever you want to call it, to get away from danger. Not go into danger and try to force the kill and then come up short, and then the guy has a shotgun out or a Telesto or just a last word Luna's How that 3 taps you. Do not make that mistake, because then you can flip the momentum, as you can see in that round. The next thing that I want to talk about is the timing of your super. And by timing, I mean the round, the place, the situation. If you have the advantage in lives, in survival or countdown, because those are the game modes where lives matter, you don't want to use your super in that round. Now, before I go into more detail about what I mean, I want you guys to watch this play.
Got me. Why? What are you doing? Why? Huh? Huh? It's a 4v1. Huh? It's a 4v1.
Now, just as a breakdown, in case you guys don't know what's going on the top of the screen, it's 4-4, and on the left side is our team. All 4 of us are alive, and on the right side, there was only one guy alive. This guy popped his hammers in a 1v1 situation, but really a 1v4 situation. Even if he loses that 1v1, there's no way that that guy's going to kill 3 of us. So now I fast forward to the 5-5 round, and on the top left you see we have 1 super, and on the top right you see they have 2 supers. Of course, if this guy didn't use his hammers in that round that we had already guaranteed and secured, we would have another super. I cancel out the Nova Warp, but we have no other super to push with, and as a result, we lose the game. Now, sometimes I get the clutchy situations, but as you can see here, it's not the easiest, and we 100% lost because of that waste of super. I chalk it up to that because I know for a fact that if he had better super management, we would have had a 100% higher chance of winning that round. Now, I think I covered everything that I want to cover, so this here is going to be a summary to end the video with, to make sure that you guys understand everything that I said, and just, summarize it really quick. But 5 super mods make your super come extremely fast. I don't run it as cheesy, but it is extremely effective. It is the strongest thing in the game.
Really bad short-term
So,
memory then.
guys,
This is
if
what you're
you
saying.
want to have a super a bunch, use your super mods.
I have the super mod on my boots, and I
But
feel like it
having
really makes a difference.
more super mods means more supers, meaning more opportunity to waste supers and use them in a bad situation. So remember, never use your super at a bad time. Now on the screen here, I use it at a good time. I get 2 people going for power. You always want a
I
super
want to
to get
clutch so
power if
bad, but like,
possible.
I
Bad
mean,
times are as
Jesus.
follows: when your teammate has already used a super in a round, you don't want to burn multiple supers. When your team has life advantage, like I say, you never want to use a super when you have the advantage in lives. You want to use it to secure power, to even out the lives, or to take advantage on the lives, meaning if the lives are tied, it's okay to use a super because then you'll have advantage. But when you already have advantage, you do not want to use super. The next thing is not using the super when you're the last man standing. So many people want to clutch, but if it's a 1v4 or a 1v3 or even a 1v2, you have to be extremely confident to burn your super there, because if you don't, your teammates don't get your orbs that you made off the super, and if you don't kill the entire team, you have to face the teammates that you didn't kill of the person that you supered. So you normally typically want to use your super when you have teammates alive that can back you up. Also, know how long your super lasts and get out and play your life when it is about to end instead of pushing into a group of people and feeding or dying. Also, you don't have to be the person in super to understand the super. Know that if your teammate is going to get a bunch of kills, that they're going to drop orbs. So you want to stay alive for that because you could pick those orbs up to get your super. You also want to support your teammate while they're in their super. Push up with them, flank for them, because sometimes if somebody pops a Nova Warp, they'll funnel people into a room away from them, and you can go into that room and meet them in there with a shotgun or a primary or whatever you have, a grenade, and cut them off. So understand pinching as well, which is kind of advanced to just speak on right now, but just help the super out of your teammate. And last but not least, I believe that you have to have a certain mindset when using a super in Destiny 2 and competitive. In quick play, you can do it mindlessly, but in Destiny 2 competitive, it is sort of like chess. So at the top left and right of the screen, you'll see your team supers and their team supers. So you'll know which supers you have and what supers they have, which supers counter what, and when to use what. Whether to use it on heavy, whether to use it on B flag and control. Understand the game mode and understand the supers that you have and understand the teammates' supers. And look at your super and ask yourself, when do I want to use this? Do I want to use this Blade Barrage to counter their Nova Warp? Probably, because the Nova Warp will go crazy, or the Void Dancer will go crazy, or whatever. Think to yourself, do I want to use this as an aggressive super to just go get one kill and then be screwed when they do pop Nova Warp and they kill four of us? Think to yourself, when is the right time to use this? Don't just go out there and waste it. Don't go out there and use it the same round as somebody else and burn two supers in one round just to win one round. One super is enough to win a round, guys. So understand and think to yourself about your supers, guys. It is a mindset and it is extremely important, and you can absolutely throw your games. But anyway, thanks for
Oh,
watching,
that shit
guys. I really
hurts.
hope this helped you all out. Supers in comp is a huge problem that I cannot believe I see so much of, but hopefully this video helps out people, and hopefully some people check it out. And I'm gonna leave you guys with one of those supers that I don't want you guys doing to end the video. Thanks for watching. I love you all, and be on the lookout for the next episode.
You've got 30 seconds. Been knocked
Scared to challenge me one-on-one. He's there. He was there for fucking 30 seconds. But what does he do to push in? When his fucking Telesto shows up. Please, for the love of God, do not waste your super. Oh my God! Why, bro? Just why? Just why? You could have just saved that, fam.
Rest when you're dead.
Makes me want to cry. Oh, these guys are bad. He's gonna get two. He's even worse than them. He didn't get two. Wow. He's gonna fall off the map. This is got it. You've got it. Okay, no.
Tiebreaker active. This is not the end.
Okay, all right. Is this actually the clutch guy with Memento Mori on his hand cannon? Oh, he's dead. Telesto boys. Where's he going? They're gonna cap the point, bro. Okay, these guys. They're capping the point.